Hi, welcome back. So in this session, I can discuss about some of the configurations we need to maintain on the consumer side to consume the data from the Kafka topics. Okay. So by default, what will happen is, okay, whenever you subscribe to a topic, okay, as a single consumer, as part of a consumer group, one of the consumer in a consumer group, okay, the broker will take care of assigning the partition to the consumer. Okay, if you are a single consumer, it will assign all the three topics to you, three partitions to you. If you are a two or three, let's say you are like we are three consumer and we are part of a consumer group, then it will assign each partition to each consumer. Okay. So this is a default behavior for assigning the partition to a consumer. Okay, there are scenarios. Okay, let's say today the producer 1, okay, is sending a data to partition 1 and partition 2, and I am a single consumer, okay, consuming the data from these two partitions. Okay, later sometime I am observing that there is another producer who is also sending the data to same topic, okay, as part of partition 3. Okay, so as a consumer, I want to test the data in this particular partition. Okay, but by default, I cannot get a data from this partition because the broker is going to assign the partition, right? So even if I am as a group, I want to test one particular consumer, okay, to test the data from this particular partition. Okay, so in that scenario, I can make use of the assign. Okay, what I'm doing with assign, okay, I'm telling the broker, okay, for this consumer, assign this particular partition, okay, and start reading from 0 to offset. Okay, so this way I can, these two consumers still can, consume the data from the old two partitions, but this particular consumer can start consuming the data from this particular partition, and we can do the test, and if it is good, then we can, continue consuming from this. If we feel like, okay, this data is something different and there is some issues, then we can, go back to the normal processing. Okay, so that is the purpose of having the assign. Now let's discuss about what is the seek, right? So let's say again we'll discuss about the default mechanism, right? So we discuss about how the consumer is getting the partition. It's a we can assign and get a partition, or broker will take it, right? But in terms of off, okay, I'm getting the consumer is consuming data from the partition 1, and it is first time it is getting the first two offset. Okay, so 1 and 2, okay, it is consumed by consumer, okay, and it processed that, and when it come the next time, okay, the topic need to know what is the next offset, right? So those will be, so for that, okay, first consumer need to commit back to okay, it need to commit back to the broker, okay, telling, okay, 1 and 2 I successfully consumed, from next time give me the next set of offsets. Okay, so broker will save the committed offset in this particular configurations, consumer offsets. Okay, so this particular configuration is stored across multiple brokers, so there is no way we can lose this. Okay, there is no way we can lose this. So when the consumer come for next time, okay, the broker will see what is the next offset I need to send the data to this particular consumer. So based upon whatever the data coming from here, okay, so we saved 2, right? So it will increment 1 and start sending from 3. Okay, so this is a default behavior. Okay, now let's assume, okay, I got data 1 and 2, okay, 1 and 2 consumed by consumer. Now the consumer fails. Okay, so it fails after processing 1 and 2. actually it fails over here. When committing, it fails. Okay, so what will happen when it comes the next time? Okay, as per, and when we try to pull for the data as per the broker, okay, there is no committed offset, right? Because it didn't commit anything, so broker starts sending 1 and 2 again, right? Which is not right because it already processed 1 and 2, so it is getting a duplicate data. Okay, so that is what we are trying to do here. Okay, so this approach, what we are doing, okay, we trying to poll, we get a record, okay, and we are storing the offset, maintaining the offset here. We processing a record, storing that in database, and then we are committing it. Okay, so what happened when we get a issue at this point, right? At this point, so we started getting a duplicate record. Okay, so this approach is not recommendable. Normally most of the people use this because they will make sure they store the data is idempotent. Okay, that will make sure if a duplicate data is coming, they will make sure, okay, in this layer, okay, they can try to ignore such kind of messages. Like for example, when I go and insert the existing data, I will get an exception, right? So with that exception, I just log that. So that's a way most of the people doing these days. Okay, but there is a way to ignore all these scenarios. Okay, so we need to think about, okay, is there any way as a consumer I can manage this offset? Okay, whenever I go to the broker, I can tell the broker, okay, get me the data from this particular offset, right? Or if like when I send 3, get me the data from the 4th one, right? When I send 3, when I send 2, get me the data from 3. So we need to see whether we can make use of that particular approach to resolve this issue, right? So that is what we try to do here. So basically what I'm doing here, okay, I'm polling, okay, and I'm getting a record, processing, okay, and storing the data, okay. And so what I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to store the offset in the DB. Okay, so for example, like if once I'm done with processing the first offset, I'm storing the first offset in DB. Telling in the DB what I'm telling for this topic, for this partition, this is the offset which successfully processed. Similarly for second one, third one. So as soon as I process the data, I'm committing that offset in my own DB. Okay. Here I'm trying to do for each record, but we can do this one as in a batch mode, okay, for a better latency, okay, for better throughput. Okay, so so once I'm done with this thing, I'm committing all those transactions as a single one. Okay, so this way I need to write a code in such a way all this operation is atomic. Okay, this should happen or it should not happen. If one of these fails, nothing should happen. If it is saving this record, then it should also need to save this record. So that is one thing which I need to take care as part of my coding. Okay, so this way, what, like if I'm going to poll again, okay, I am trying to get a latest committer offset from my database, okay, and going to tell to my broker, okay, that for this partition, get me the data from this particular offset. Okay, so if 1 and 2 is committed, okay, I am going to tell, okay, broker for this partition, okay, I already consumed 1 and 2, so 2 is the last consumed offset. Okay, so the seek is a method which I can make use to communicate to the broker to tell from which offset I need a data. I hope you are clear, right? Okay, so this way I am good. Okay, but let's say, okay, let's discuss about the scenario which we discussed here, right? Let's say if my broker, my consumer is failing after processing this or this, right? So what will happen? Okay, so whenever a consumer fails, okay, one single consumer or one of the consumer from a group fails, the partition will try to, okay, if let's say like I have 2 consumers and one of the consumer fails, the partition will try to allocate all the partition to that particular consumer. Okay, If it comes back, okay, like it restart and comes back, it will then rebalance the data, rebalance the partition back to both consumer 1 and consumer 2. Okay, so basically when a consumer goes down or when it comes up, okay, the rebalancing will happen, rebalancing of partition will happen. So we can fetch that rebalancing, we can listen to that rebalance using the consumer rebalance listener. Okay, so in the consumer rebalance listener we have two methods: on partition revoke, on partition assigned. Partition revoked is called when you go down, partition assigned goes when you come up. Okay, on revoke what we need to do, okay, so if I'm going down, I need to commit all this data, right? So that I need to make sure like I'm not going to process it again. So whatever records I consumed, okay, I'm going to commit it immediately and then I will go down. Okay, so that if 1 and 2 is processed, I will store that in database and then I go down. So that is the purpose of partition revoke. And when the partition, when the consumer comes up, okay, I can make use of this partition assign method to tell the broker, okay, so 2 is the last committed offset, please get the data from 3, right? So I am using the seek method here. Hope you all understood what is the purpose of having the seek method. Okay, so this is a simple seek method where we are sending, where we are trying to retrieve the data from a given offset. Okay, but there are some cases, okay, where we may need to, irrespective of whatever the scenario, we always want to start from the beginning. Okay, we can make use of the seek to beginning, or there is a scenario where we never care about the data loss. Okay, so in that case there is another method called seek to end. Okay, we can make use of a seek to end. Seek to beginning, take the cursor to the beginning. Seek to end, take the cursor to the latest offset. Okay, whatever we committed last time. Okay, so so that is the purpose of having seek. I hope you all understood what is the assign and seek and when we can use. In case of any query, please comment it and we can chat it in the comment. Please subscribe to my channel to discuss about more configurations we can use in the Kafka Vet.